All right, hello everyone and welcome to another episode of How to Play Paintball. Let's go over the Windy City Major layout. So what I wanted to do this time was actually go ahead and split it into 3 different videos. So I'm gonna go over Snake in this one, Dorito side in another one, the center, and possible bounce shots. So the center and bounce shots are gonna be kind of put together. So let's jump into this Snake side. With the Snake side, the way that we have this brick set up, I think the moral of the story with this layout is going to be low and watch out for blind shots, because you can see from this brick here, going off the break, you have a shot going in. So if you see a player looks like they're going to set up and go real deep, you have the deep shot here, you also have the shallow shot through here, and you can shoot this other deeper shot if they're trying to come around the Dorito side. So you do have a couple options there. So if you're kind of running and gunning out, I think this is a pretty solid bunker. We'll get into the next, the Aztec that's out over here in a second, but with the with this brick, you do have some cross shots as well that are going to be over the top of some things. So that's why I wanted to put this little dash here. So over the top, or actually I'm sorry, this isn't dashes for over the top. You might have to skim over the top of the corner a little bit, but it's the same shot for both of these bunkers over here, which are both towers. So when you're shooting across here, you're able to see maybe movement on the inside, but it's something that I wouldn't necessarily stay inside if I was at this bunker. I think I might shoot cross and then shoot heads up, and I'll show you why in a second. But you do have some options to be able to, okay, let's just check off this way and see what's going on. You do have a shot on the inside here. I don't know how useful that shot is going to be, but I don't know, maybe they're trying to come through the middle like this. There's other bunkers that can probably do that better, so I wouldn't do it from here, but just know that that shot is there. But I like this as a way of looking to see what's happening on the Snake side. Looking and seeing from here, you have the heads up shot and all of these are in line. So your mirror as well as the wings, you have all those same shots. You're able to see what is it. If they're trying to come up, it's not like you're losing a shot. You have the same exact line that you can shoot down. Once you go out a little bit more, you can see this other red line here. You have past this, you know, if you want to call it the God bunker or whatever, so this Aztec, you can shoot into here as well as there's 2 more gaps that you can shoot through. So you can shoot across into maybe the player's trying to go out to the Snake corner, which I do think that this Snake corner is going to be pretty good. We'll have to see, I guess, this weekend once we check it all out. But you have that shot for the deep shot, or if you see the Snake players trying to go in and you roll off, you skim it over the top of this little W, and you should be able to drop it through here. We'll have to see exactly how deep or how shallow it's going to go to be able to catch the player going in, but you do have that option. If maybe they haven't gotten wide and you wanted to move up, which obviously you always want to try to get closer, it makes it easy to shoot. Get into this brick, you do have the inside shots as well, so you can help the Dorito side. So shooting into that gap and then into both of these. This is going to be more kind of threading the needle a little bit, but you do have that shot going across in there. But the heads up shots are the ones that I think are going to be really good here. Of course, the heads up with the, oh, I'm sorry, this is the Aztec, not the brick. So the Aztec shot, you have that heads up. You do have the deeper shot into that Snake corner as well. So again, if they're trying to filter out and you're a little bit wider, both of these you're able to shoot out into that gap. And then you have into the Snake as well. So again, you have to skim kind of over the top here. I don't think it's going to hinder the shot too much that you won't be able to drop it shallow enough or deep enough depending on where the player is going. And this isn't a guaranteed shot, but you do have this shot over the top that maybe they have their pack come up a little bit. You see them dive in. You do have that roll off shot so you can shoot into there. With the Snake corner, I like that you can help the Dorito side. So if you have codes for gaps or whatever, you're going to be able to help out that way. These blind shots over the top, I think, are going to be pretty good. So you don't want to be too far inside on any of the corners, just because you don't want it to be that they drop it over the top and shoot into you coast to coast. But you do have some other good shots inside here, so if you want to kind of risk it, maybe have someone shoot at this player so that way they can't drop it over, but you're able to shoot into this brick, into the home, and maybe if someone is sticking out a little too far. Wrapping is going to be a little bit safer, so you're going to have a lot of those same shots, so into that wing as well. Probably have to do a little bit of a drop shot for some of these other ones, but that wrap is going to be a little bit safer just because you're not exposed to the whole inside of the field. You only have to really worry about this, the snake tape shooting down. But what I like with this is it's not too far out, so this is going to help you snake players out there, but you can still help your snake player out. So if you're a 2 on the snake side and you get out into here because they have someone in the snake, the way that these wings are shifting down or sloping down that way to the tape, so you're able to shoot and at least try to keep them honest. You can't stop them necessarily if they stay really low. I don't know how well it's going to drop into there, but at least you can have pressure down the wire to stop them from making a big move into like the 50 snake or your snake 2 or 3, whatever it is that you want to call that. But at least you can help out, and then maybe they're trapped over here, you play that wrap, and now you can really control this side of the field to help your snake player get down even further. But talking about the snake, go in and get that in frame for you. So there's a lot going on with this snake. The snake one I don't think is going to be that great. I think I mean, yes, you do have a couple shots, but why would you stop there when you can just stay low? And I think you should be relatively safe. The bunkers, like I said, with this Aztec, they're only going to be able to stand up so tall. So I want to say right now that if you really get low and really get on your gut and have, you know, your stomach flat against the ground and you're trying to stay as flat as possible, I think you should be able to get up into this snake too. Go ahead and try it and tell me what you think. But the inside shots are the ones that you're going to be able to start getting some good eliminations here. So the snake 2, I'll call it, does have the inside into the 50 here. So if they've made a big bump, you can at least help out that way. Shooting into the middle itself, I know it kind of gets a little bit jumbled in here, into the corner. You do have some shots into this little Dorito here. So you have some options to be able to help out. But if you can keep going, and again, I don't know how good even this wing will be because it slopes down towards the snake, you can't really stand up super tall to shoot down into the snake. So does that mean that you can kind of come around and really hug this and stay low? Possibly. I think that this is going to be a snake that the aggressor is going to be the one that benefits from, because you get further up the field, and of course now you get the 50 brick, and you can get into this Dorito, shoot into the tower here, into this other wing. Some of these shots aren't as good until you get further up, but the 50 snake, you have a lot of these inside shots that are just going to catch people off guard, and then of course get to their side, and that's always going to be a good way to, you know, make some eliminations. But that's the snake side. If you guys want to watch the other one, I'll be doing the Dorito side in another video, as well as the center and possible bounce shots. Tell me what you guys think, and as always, remember, watch, learn, win. Thanks.